It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio, tonight, the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Houston Rockets. All right, here we go. Carter Williams. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. Patty Mills. Inside, he scores.
Ooh, someone's been working on their game in the offseason. But let's not get carried away.
Houston with the basketball. Harden to Carter Williams. Harden. That one out of bounds off a Rocket. Mills in possession. Two-point advantage. DeRozan, great feed. Fires the three. He looked like he was buried, but the man from down under hits the three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Harden to Carter Williams. It's good. Not necessarily his comfort zone. They dared him. He scores.
And when he gets going, he is automatic from that position on the floor.
And they'll take that any day of the week. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills to Aldridge. Scores from the post.
This has been quite the redemption story for L.A. In the 2016-17 season, there seemed to be a rift between him and Spurs management. Had a very difficult time finding his way, wasn't used to being an anchor down low at the post position. But this is the brilliance of Greg Popovich. Sat him down, spoke to him man-to-man multiple times, and got L.A. to buy into something bigger than himself, which is the reason why he is one of the most dominant bigs in the league.
Jumper's good.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Harden with it up top. Right now, down 7. Harden to Chris. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Can convert the free throw. Mills in possession. Up 5. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Huh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Here's Harden with the rock. Nothing going here on that drive to Chris. Gets it in the right corner. For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Mills in possession. It's an 8-point lead to DeRozan. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Beyond DeMar DeRozan's game is his character. This is a guy who's become easy to root for.
And it's been a character-building opportunity for him his entire life. I love the fact that Double D has used his platform to try to make a difference in expressing himself about his own dealings with mental depression. It's something other players need to do, and to open the door for the likes of Kevin Love and also Kelly Oubre to talk about their issues to the public as well.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Harden to Capella. Anthony. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's good. Jay, it's an old-school approach in a modern era.
I love watching him play. He's a guy that can score at the pinch post, has a solid mid-range game, also elite athletic ability. But can his game fit into the modern-day style of the way that he's shooting threes and also defending? He's a defensive liability at times, and he does struggle from the outside.
DeRozan with it. Up a dozen. DeRozan. DeRozan with a shot off the mark.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you $80 million.
Anthony to Paul from long range. His first effort off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Rudy Gay. Five on the shot clock. Has a chance. Gay's shot off the mark.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Paul to Capella. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Murray into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Paul the rebound. To Paul. Shot from the lane won't go. From the painted area won't go down. We've played one at AT&T Center with the Spurs out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. San Antonio ball. DeRozan. The drive right to the basket. Ferocious slam inside. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Here's a chance from long range. Smothering D. To DeRozan. Fires the three. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go down.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan. DeRozan with a shot that misses.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Paul, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And he connects on the first free throw. It's the second, and one more coming.
Entering the game for the Houston Rockets, number 14, Gerald.
3 for 3. Nice. Spurs in possession. Curling inside. The shot by Mills, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Mills in possession. Lead stands at 10. Patty Mills. Nice pass to set things up. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Paul into the front court. Down a dozen. Here comes the screen. Paul. To Gerald Green. Paul. He was all over him. Mills in possession. Lead is 12. Second effort. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
LA has finally accepted that post position down low on the block. What I mean by that is when he first got to the Spurs, he had Tim Duncan, and also throughout his tenure, he's had Dwayne Dedmon, where he hasn't had to be that anchor. He is a mid-range assassin and also somebody that has an array of moves on the block. If you confront the post, potentially double the post, make him a passer, or if he's on the perimeter, force him to put the ball down on the ground, you might have a chance to stop the big man.
Spurs have it. Patty Mills to Aldridge. Here comes the screen. DeRozan hits the trifecta. When you're the star of the Toronto Raptors, you carry not just the pressure of an organization trying to break through, but the pressure of an entire nation.
And our society measures greatness by championships. It's about winning championships and end results. That's always going to be something looming over DeMar DeRozan.
That's blocked by Capella.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Another follow, no good. On the follow, way to stay with it. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Fast pace, Mike D'Antoni giving his guys a breather. Carter Williams. They go down low to Chris. Great dish to set it up. Turned away by Aldridge.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
San Antonio with the basketball. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one.
DeMar DeRozan is a beast. He's been an all-star 4 of the last 5 years, and he was a second-team All-NBA last year. But unfortunately, us as part of the media and the fans, we determine your legacy by you winning championships. He's still chasing one.
Mills in possession. His guys holding the big lead. Marquise Chris. Nothing going here on that drive to Chris. Carter Williams to Chris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Contested, no problem. Gerald Green with the 3.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Inside, he scores. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Spurs dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs. The Rockets have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. And when you're down this much, some players will be tempted to just ease up. They've got to resist that temptation.
Game prep. Player of the half.
DeMar DeRozan earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with his awesome slams. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Slam dunk.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
To Anthony, going along, beyond the arc. And Carmelo Anthony, zero hesitation as he knocks down the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
DeRozan with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
To Harden. Spurs have it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Lets it fly from long range, cleaning the offensive glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Paul into the front court. Down a bundle. Harden to Chris. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
DeRozan with the basketball. To Aldridge. And Jay, they call the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
DeJounte Murray. Denied at the rim. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Patty Mills. You've got to get that one to go. Green with the basketball. His guys down big to Gerald Green. Paul. Driving right to the basket. Anthony. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
And that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Add 2 points to the board.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Paul to Gerald Green. Harden shoots. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Mills in possession. His guys hold a commanding lead. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
To Murray. It's Harden with the block. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Aldridge. To DeRozan. Beyond the arc for three. The rebound belongs to Houston. Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Here's a message to the defender. I know you're here physically, but I have zero clue where you are mentally. You have to contest a shot. That's what defense means.
To Anthony. The shot turned away by Pirtle. And that one out of bounds off a Spur. Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Carter Williams. Picked up by the Spurs. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
To Capella. Scores from the post.
You know, everyone gets lucky from time to time. You played the probability game perfectly on that possession.
It's DeRozan. Short jumper stays out. Tucker to Carter Williams. It's corralled by San Antonio. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. This quarter's in the books. All Spurs so far. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Rockets have the ball to Anthony. Here comes the screen. Anthony to Capella. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw try off the mark.
That's me. We got ball.
To Rudy Gay.
Ice, you gotta catch it. Ice.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Houston takes over. Harden to Capella. Slams it down, and there was no stopping him that time.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
DeRozan knocks it down from mid-range.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Here comes the screen. James Harden fires for two. Harden shot, no good. And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Ed.
When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Knocks down the first.
For the San Antonio Spurs, number 18.
Goes 2 for 2. Mills in possession. He'll run the offense. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Team foul number 2.
To Gasol. Won't go. He gets it.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
San Antonio ball. Patty Mills to Gasol. Able to convert inside.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Harden to Carter Williams. Harden can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Patty Mills. Mills with a shot that won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Shot won't go. Marquise Chris to Carter Williams. Anthony. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just his shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. DeRozan. Off the mark. Harden to Anthony. Harden to Chris. It's Harden. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan. DeRozan with a shot, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. To Patty Mills. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Here comes the screen. Carter Williams to Anthony. 4-3. Textbook mellow. Hand in his face. Lets it fly.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Patty Mills to DeRozan. Inside, he scores.
You know, Ed, so many players think the only way they can get big money is on the offensive end, but this is a game about roles. If your role is to be a defender, get your money on that end, please.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good. Second of three, off the mark.
here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Spurs were solid in today's victory. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs. The Rockets didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Second chance points.
The San Antonio Spurs did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
Player of the game.
DeMar DeRozan was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.